The Brickmaker's Eldris claims you can negotiate with the Vodianoi.
Negotiate? Are you daft?
It's worth it, if only to avoid revenge for the massacre you're asking for.
What am I supposed to do? Croak like a frog?
Give me your axe. I'll take it as a sign of peace.
You're testing me. But we'll take the chance.
I'll take the axe to the fish people and return with their response.
I know somewhere we won't be interrupted.
Lead the way. So, I got to the prisoner.
He spill anything?
Didn't have time. Ramsmeet's men attacked.
You sure? Strange. Ramsmeet wants Salamandra gone, unless something I don't know about has occurred.
Javed might have scared him, or paid him off.
Something to check. Did you get anything out of the prisoner?
One word. Kalkstein.
Makes sense. Kalkstein's known to be a talented alchemist. He could be helping Javed with his experiments.
I've met Kalkstein. He didn't look the criminal.
That might be true, but we need to check all our leads. Let's get to work. I'll ask around town, talk to my contacts. You keep an eye on Kalkstein. Gain his trust. Get to know his plans and secrets.
How do you want to proceed?
Patience. This is just like fishing.
I prefer hunting.
Then gain Kalkstein's trust. Do him a favor. Learn something that interests him. You could get him to hire you. And talk to Ramsmeet, but don't overdo it. There's one with a short temper. Thanks, Geralt. You saved my life. The bastards snuck in here. Somehow they found out I'm after them.
Who? What happened?
Salamandra. I was a step away from solving the mystery. One small step.
Relax, Raymond. You're safe now.
Not likely. They're following me day and night. I gotta find a way to lose them.
What do we do?
I'll set a false trail. You question the new suspects.
Who?
Here, take these notes. They list all the key leads.
What do you intend to do?
They're on my heels, so I've got to disappear. I'll draw them away while you pursue the investigation. I'll find you, White Wolf.
I have 3 salamander pins. Will you tell me about your secret society now?
Excellent. I normally pay 20 apiece, but I'll make an exception. I'll give you 10 times that.
Great, but I still want to know why you're paying bounty hunters to track down bandits.
They're not good for business.
Your business?
All businesses. Listen, there are forces beyond your imagination at work here. Be thankful you don't know the world for what it is.
Luvarden, I've heard so many high and mighty speeches that yours doesn't impress me. I don't give a shit about these forces. My only concern is reaching the Salamandra leaders and killing Azar Javed.
That I'd like to see. Should you succeed, find me, and I'll reward you handsomely. And if you destroy Salamandra as a whole, I will repay you for your efforts.
That won't be easy. I may come see you again, and I'll be counting on your assistance.
I'll help if I can.
See you later. I've nearly completed my investigation.
All right, speak.
If you don't work with Salamandra, who are you?
A modest merchant. Allow me to show gratitude with a gift.
Quit bluffing, Declan.
This symbol signifies my secret society. We seek to destroy Salamandra.
Learn anything useful?
The Salamanders have risked much. This is a political matter, let me tell you. Some larger schemes at play in Redania. Few people know the secret. King Foltest, the Lodge of Sorceresses, and I watch the northern border.
How does this relate to Salamandra?
Azar Javed has sent a special force north. My men saw them. He too knows something's brewing and is making preparations.
Mr. Marlowe sent me.
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the message.
Welcome. You won't believe what happened.
Tell me.
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
How much do I owe you?
200 orens.
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the Prophet Lebioda. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers. I guarantee you these are the bare necessities.
All right, 200 orens.
Down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy, once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my job.
See you later.
Geralt, we need to talk.
What is it?
Some people died in a fight at the hospital. Were you involved? Explain yourself.
I wanted to question a prisoner, one of your patients, but thugs interrupted us. It was their bodies the guard discovered later.
Anyway, the prisoner is being transported to a safe location.
Thanks, Shani.
Just watching out for you.
I need your help with an autopsy.
An autopsy? Since when do you deal with stuff like that?
Since I started investigating Salamandra.
Okay, though, I'm no coroner. You'll have to interpret our findings. We'll meet in the evening. Until then, gather as many clues as possible.
I'll sniff around.
Get the body from the gravedigger. We'll meet at the hospital in the evening.
Prisoner died recently. Is he in the cemetery already?
Don't know. You can have another body. They all reek the same.
I'm after a specific corpse.
Particular. Come back when you know what you want. Examining remains is an art. Always worthwhile to look deeper. But who does that concern?
You hand over the prisoner's body for an autopsy?
For a bottle of dwarven liquor. Nothing like a good drink.
Out the prisoner.
Where you want the body dumped?
At the hospital.
It'll be there by evening.
Farewell.
Race, human. Gender, male. Wounds, extensive.
Shani, this isn't a lecture hall.
Whatever you say. He died yesterday, torn to pieces.
Bone marrow has been sucked out. Must be scavengers.
Very likely. Plenty around the cemetery.
So, he was torn to pieces after he died. I'm interested in the cause of death.
I also see some stab wounds. A blade 2 fingers wide.
Something's wrong. His head's in an unnatural position, his hands twisted.
The wounds can't explain that.
Some kind of fit?
No indication of other symptoms.
Poison, maybe. But then why would someone stab him?
We'll find out. Let's check his internal organs. He wasn't killed with a weapon. What next?
The liver.
Completely cirrhotic. A strong poison affected the nervous system. Practically unavailable.
For an alchemist?
A gifted alchemist could obtain it.
I need proof.
Alchemical poisons cause certain changes. Look, the tongue was crudely extracted, but not all the blackened tissue was removed.
Blackened?
Yes, the poison caused necrosis of the tongue, so the murderer removed it.
So we're certain a gifted alchemist is the murderer.
A gifted alchemist, who's a crappy surgeon.
Kalkstein. He wanted to implicate the bandits, but he failed to foresee a professional autopsy. Thanks, Shani. That's the evidence I needed.
Good. I'm exhausted.
Here at last. Listen, I got it all figured out. Kalkstein and Ramsmeet were associates. I have irrefutable evidence.
What do we do with that information?
We set a trap, though it might be dangerous. Gather your equipment and come back later.
All right. I'm ready for Ramsmeet.
Good. He leads Salamandra's armed force. You have to kill him.
I find your reasoning somewhat flawed.
Witcher, don't get me wrong, but this is hardly my first case. I'm in my element. Been wading in this bog for years. I'm good at what I do. I don't go around telling you how to hunt monsters, do I?
I know how to handle monsters.
And I know how to handle this case.
Something's been worrying me.
Speak freely, Geralt. You can trust me.
It's you. I have the impression you've changed.
No reason to be shy? Tell me.
Recently, my medallion has vibrated every time I've come here.
Must be my warning amulets. Salamandra's men could attack at any moment.
It vibrates a lot.
A master mage made these amulets. They're not Saint Lebioda's tailbones or other crap from the market square.
That's not my only concern.
What else?
Why the world map on your wall? Developed an interest in international politics?
Everyone should know what's going on in the world. It also improves my image. Say you were a client. What would you think when you saw that map?
I am a client, and I think you're really interested in the Redania-Temeria border. You've marked it with pins.
Witch's vision. I forgot. But we're not all witches. A normal person would think, what a worldly fellow. He must have worked all over. And that's the idea.
Siegfried, listen. Shani is throwing a little party.
When?
In the evening. Come if you feel like it.
I shall certainly attend.
Geralt? I'll be damned. For a second there, I thought I was seeing a ghost.
No, I'm no ghost.
Am I losing my mind? Is this a joke? Shani?
And it's no joke.
But how? I saw it myself.
What did you see, Dandelion?
I saw her tell them to put you on a boat. And there was a unicorn, and Milva, Kahir, and Angulem, and Yarpen, and Zoltan. We all witnessed it.
I lost my memory, but I want to know why everyone's so surprised to see me alive. Tell me everything, step by step.
5 years ago, we were sitting in a tavern with friends, eating escargot, drinking vodka. A bloodthirsty mob attacked the non-human district. You went out into the street to scare them off, and then...
What?
Someone stabbed you in the stomach with a pitchfork. A fatal wound. There was nothing we could do.
Telling me everything.
We were all there.
All meaning who?
You really don't remember a thing. Your loved ones. Your friends.
Sounds a bit like a ballad.
It's the truth and nothing but. Geralt, forgive me. I still can't believe you're here.
Listen, Dandelion, I don't have proof because that's impossible. I don't remember. I'm afraid some things can't be explained. Let's sit down, have a drink like old friends. Time will tell who I am.
You're right. We've been through too much together. I'd know.
You invite anyone?
A knight named Siegfried. You'll like him.
Maybe.
Frankly, I don't like those pompous zealots.
They're not all like that. Siegfried's different.
We'll see. Let's drink to old friendships.
I've been thinking, and I have a question.
Don't hold back, Dandelion. It doesn't suit you.
Let's imagine your next contract is a vampire. What would you do?
For sword, potions. What are you driving at?
Ha! What if I said you'd reach a deal with this vampire?
Vampires are born from black magic, evil by nature. Negotiation usually ends with one of the parties losing a lot of blood, and it's rarely the vampire.
And what if the vampire doesn't care to drink blood?
They inherently drink blood, but I think you have something else in mind.
Let me show you what drinking blood means to a vampire.
Dandelion.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Strong, but good.
You were about to enlighten me.
I just did that with that last shot. Listen to a man who's lived a little and not lost his memory. Higher vampires treat blood like we treat...
Ooh, someone's coming.
Good day.
Greetings, Siegfried.
My respects. I am Siegfried, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Shani, welcome.
Dandelion, known in some circles as a master of melody and verse.
Don't just stand there, Siegfried.
Wine? Geralt got some alcohol despite the quarantine.
As I see it, the quarantine is how Foltest is paying off his war debt to the merchants. Ordinary folks can't pass, only those with connections.
The quarantine is necessary to protect humans from the plague.
What about non-humans?
I don't understand.
You don't have to be Dijkstra to know how the Order treats non-humans.
Order and peace is our ideal.
In line with that same ideal, all elves and dwarves are criminals, right?
King Foltest, not the Order, rules here. His law must be obeyed. The non-human band terrorizing this area makes a mockery of the king's law.
Ha! I don't suppose you'd be so responsive to your king's will if he imposed taxes on you.
The Order pays the crown its due on time.
Geralt, I can't listen to this. Say something.
I would gladly hear your opinion.
I'm afraid, Siegfried, that Dandelion may be right, at least in part.
Whew, for a second there, I thought you might not be you after all.
Siegfried, you should really visit the non-human ghetto and see the conditions there.
And you should see what the Scoia'tael do to their human prisoners. I'll forego the gory details in deference to Miss Shani.
Shani was a medic at the Battle of Brenna. She's seen more corpses than all of us put together.
I bow to your bravery.
I was only doing my job. Now, I suggest Dandelion play for us. Something apolitical.
So, I was about to enlighten you. The superstitions concerning higher vampires.
Enlighten me, please.
This is serious, Geralt. Unlike the lesser ones, higher vampires don't need blood, human or otherwise. Blood, my dear monster slayer, is like booze to them.
Where'd you learn this?
I've never heard such nonsense in my life.
Can you explain, Dandelion?
I just don't get it. Dandelion, what's your point?
Geralt, you had a true friend who was a vampire.
Did I also have a true friend who was a dragon?
Actually, you did, so the joke's on you. In any case, it's true. We traveled a long way, for many months, with a higher vampire as our companion. Do you remember Regis?
Master Dandelion, I'm seriously concerned about your mental health.
Can you give me a last name, Dandelion?
Emil Regis Rohalek Tertsif Godfroy died fighting by your side, Geralt. Let's drink to him and others who have fallen.
Let's drink.
Cheers.
To Rusty. What is it?
Tell me about the Battle of Brenna.
With 4 of us and thousands of wounded, I never left the tent.
I admire you, Shani.
It was one of the worst days of my life.
I hope you like Siegfried.
He's nice.
I'm glad.
I think I know the perfect song for this occasion.
We'd love to hear it.
Let's have it.
Autumn scents have pervaded the air. The wind stole the words from our lips.
That's the way it must be, please don't shed those diamonds that run down your cheeks. Your home all surrounded by snow. Glassy frost covers rivers and lakes. That's the way it must be, please don't show this yearning and grief on your face. When the spring comes along with the rain, the sun will warm up us both.
That's the way it must be, for we burn with fire eternal like hope.
You have a beautiful voice, Siegfried.
I didn't know you could sing.
Where did you learn?
In the choir at the Order.
Won't you stay longer, Siegfried? Sing me some monastic songs?
Dandelion, don't we need to be somewhere?
I suppose.
I too should take my leave, but could we meet again, my lady?
Oh, yes.
Windblade.
Sex relieves stress, improving body and mind.
We Dryads must be vigilant and agile to defend our home, and my body demands love.
Would you like to be with me?
Yes, for the day.
Come. I seek a boy. The brickmakers claim druids seized him to transform him into a dryad.
Only girls can be Dryads, no boys here.
Just wanted to make sure.
I would show you where young Dryads come from, but
Yes?
I wish to remain faithful to the Brokilon tradition. We only take in men to procreate, and just the strong and agile. We want the girls born of their seed to inherit their father's fortitude.
I've been accused of many things, but lack of physical prowess is not among them.
I believe you. But the ritual requires a man to prove himself a skilled hunter. Bring me a wolf's pelt. You have proved yourself a skilled hunter. Yet one obstacle remains.
What's that?
Witchers are sterile. We Dryads don't acknowledge intimacy without procreation.
Intimacy without procreation can be good.
How?
You'll soon learn the truth.
Good. I was getting impatient. What do we do now that we have the treasure from the tower? How do we lure the mage here?
He's here already.
I only see you.
So you say.
The detective was onto me and you trusted him, so I killed him and assumed his identity. 2 birds with 1 stone. I needed you to open the tower. I don't need you anymore.
As a genie would.
Professor, cut the crap and get in.
You see, Witcher, too much water around Azar to feel comfortable. Fire mage is limited. He needs me to do the wet work.
Good. 2 worlds with 1 stone.
Admirable fight. But duty calls us to the trade route. Contrary to popular opinion, chaos and terror do not spread on earth.
The venom of Zerrikanian scorpions, lethal even to mutants.
Mistakes, Witcher. They can be deadly. Give my greetings to that young companion of yours. And now, have a nice time dying.
All felt the battle in the swamp was the beginning of events that would soon rock Temeria. Sensing the approaching conflict, both sides were eager to test the enemy. A routine skirmish between patrols erupted into a regular battle. The Scoia'tael were determined, their longing for freedom was strong, and they proved victorious. The Order learned the non-humans are a foe far more dangerous than previously assumed. Azar excluded me from the battle. When Triss woke me, heaps of bodies appeared before my eyes. It was the last time I was able to avoid taking sides.